the Lao Coffee. There are a few privileged countries that, because of their geographical location, have the perfect weather conditions to cultivate coffee. Laos is one of those countries, and it has been nearly 100 years now since the French introduced the cultivation of coffee in the country. The production of Laos is nowhere near that of Brazil or Vietnam, the biggest producers of coffee, but according to the International Coffee Organization, the consumption per capita in Laos is actually higher than that of the neighbors Thailand and Vietnam. People seem to like the taste of coffee a lot here. A little out of the city center of Vientiane, along kilometer 9 and not far from the US Embassy, there is actually an interesting place to learn about the history of the Lao coffee as well as the coffee history of the world. It is the Sinouk Coffee Pavilion, a coffee learning house that opened in the early 2016 and is owned and run by Café Sinouk. It is a private entity, so it first and foremost promotes the Sinouk brand, of course, but it is worth the visit nonetheless. The Sinouk Coffee Pavilion brands itself as a museum, academy, and lounge and boutique, although the museum part might be a bit of a stretch. It's more of an interpretation center. The covered terrace outside and the garden could use a bit of a facelift to restore its original beauty, but the lounge and boutique space inside is quite well kept. It is a neat glazed interior with a view to a vast garden. The Learning Center, the main reason why you should visit this place, starts with a room that tells about the production and history of coffee, shares interesting information about the plantation and harvest of the coffee plant, describes how the coffee beans are processed, and talks as well about the coffee culture and the correlation between coffee and health. The next room is more of a hands-on room with machinery and also raw and roasted bean samples that can be seen, touched, and smelled. This is where you learn about the tasting and evaluation of coffee. The Sinouk Cafe Pavilion is open every day from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.